Hey guys, so here's the plan, okay? I'm doing this update because I haven't been able to have fast enough service on my cell phone because I have 4G, and not only that, I have the one of the lowest data plans that you can get right now. But unfortunately, that was because of circumstances. Now I'm now able to get an unlimited plan. Therefore, I'll be able to talk to you all about my whereabouts like quicker and give you guys some updates. However, I did not know that iPhones pretty much, I would say, downgraded, or maybe they upgraded. I don't know. But I thought iPhones was like the best working phones out there, and I believe it is. But now I believe it's just the Galaxy, because 5G has taken over pretty much everything, and I thought that I was missing out on something without having an iPhone, and I may be still missing out on something. Oh, cool! That's a nice park place over there. I'm gonna go over there. So I thought it was weird that 5G took over iPhone. I thought iPhone was like top notch of everything, but turns out it's actually just the signal strength. I believe that's the good way to put it. That provides better, faster service and enhances the ability to communicate a whole lot better than you think it does. I'm all for it. But plus, I've never been an iPhone type person. Maybe because it was always high and I couldn't afford it. I really, really, really like. I've always been an Android person anyway. Never really been an iPhone type of person. So I'm like, why would you get an iPhone when an Android Galaxy, like the first Android I've ever had, I don't believe it was the Galaxy Note. No. Okay, the first phone I ever had that was really, really good that I loved was the Galaxy Note. Samsung Galaxy Note. I went and purchased that when I was in college. And then they came out with the 2 and the 3. I'm like, oh my God, just have one Note, please, so I can fit in and feel like I'm a part of something, which I always did. I always did, because it was so big and it was bigger than any phone out there. But I'm going to give you guys an update on my whereabouts. Right now, I'm trying to find a place to park where I won't be judged, because I really want to go to parks, but it's almost like, where am I going to park my car without someone being terrified and scared that I'm doing something? Maybe it was just that one lady. Yeah, it was just that one lady. But then again, who knows? Others may think the same way as she did. I don't think they'll mind me parking right here in the grass a little bit. So, I need to find some chapstick in here. Found it. I found the chapstick, guys. Let me see. So, here it is. The new world is here. And I'm so thankful. Because remember, in the Bible, God promised us a new world. Now, a lot of us was like, well, when is that new world is going to be here, It's going to be the rapture. And everybody's going to be dead and nobody's going to be here. That's not the rapture, okay? Remember, I told you all that the gospel is to uplift you, okay? That's what the gospel is supposed to do. Now, most Christians take it seriously, and we also take it seriously. But the gospel actually uplifts people. Okay, now some things in there that applies to your life that should be scary to you if you're doing something wrong, and maybe it may not be wrong, but God knows the intent of your heart. But the point that I'm trying to prove is that we all have a different way of communicating and getting to know who we are and how to um, manage our own lifestyles so that we can prosper. And prosper means to do good, to exceed, to grow, to do better, to enhance yourself. For positivity, because it's enough negative around us in order for us to grow from that, right? But it really doesn't make us grow, it makes us go lower. So we can grow from positivity, then that's prospering. But really the rapture is really anything that has been in place by the system, which is the system that we have today, the government, that's the system. That also has to prosper also. Okay, the government has to prosper too. Um, but it was mentioned in the Bible because of sinful ways. Okay. Um, if the government was 100% perfect, it would be mentioned in the Bible. But whenever they say to make sure you pay the government, that was added into the Bible where it says make sure you pay the government. And really, everything that is here for us is for us. God gave it to us to have. Okay, so whatever we want and need, God has already given it to us. That's why He says to go ahead and say thank you and claim it, because He's already given it to us. Now, I'm trying to get out the car so I won't get hit. So, we are finally here, and we have entered the new world, and now everyone can be happy. We don't have to ever worry about going to work and working for all of our money that we've ever agreed to make, and then the government taking some of that away because they want to stimulate the economy. But whenever we purchase something, the money's going back into the economy, stimulating it. So the fact that taxes are unnecessary, you're just going to have to believe it. A lot of us already knew that taxes were unnecessary. We just was not as hopeful of a change happening because other people were so intact and in fear of keeping the same system because they felt as if it was impossible and taxes weren't going anywhere because it was the government. But people should realize that we are the government, and we have the possible ability to change things. And what made people scared is that, what made people scared was that they knew how others would be very strict on following rules of presidents and legislators and congressmen who were here long before our great grandparents were born, and they were even following the same thing also. But who's going to have the brightest idea to just say, hey, they're all deceased and we're the only ones alive? Should we continue to operate the same way people did when they weren't here, or should we continue something new to make people better because we're the only ones alive? That's all it is. Reparations are really necessary for African American families as well. It's a one-time thing, you guys. A one-time thing. It's not going to happen over and over and over. It's just to say, here, ta-da. The fact that people will continue to to receive money that they worked hard for would be here already by the $100 an hour whenever you're working, because you're standing up on your feet all day for hours. You know, it sucks when you get paid $10 an hour or $12 an hour. You calculate that and you think your check is like 500 or near $500, because if you work 8 hours a day, 10 times 8 is what, 80? Okay, 80 times 5 days out of the week. You're looking at around good $400 to $500 there. You see what I'm saying? You know, add Saturday and Sunday, $600-700. But wait, you don't. It's going to be like 400. Why? Because of taxes. But you work so hard. Well, why are you taking out taxes? Well, because the system says to take out taxes. It's going to stimulate the economy. Well, why take out taxes to stimulate the economy when you pay us our little bit of money that we work for? We're going to give it back to you because we're going to buy something or pay our rent. Or so what was the use of taxes? That's why the old system enslaved themselves, because look of how much better you can stimulate the economy by people buying things and buying things. You're not going to stimulate the economy by taxing them, and that's going to stop them from buying things that they need to stimulate the economy. If you let them keep their money, they can go buy things that they need in order to survive. You know, some people won't even, become a vegan to help their body heal, because they have to worry about buying food that is the most affordable, but it may not be the most healthy for them. And that's why it's important to end taxes. Look at this beautiful lake. It's a creek or a pond or whatever. That's cute. Last time I actually saw birds over here, and I'm trying to figure out where they are. It was some cute ducks. You guys have no idea. It was a whole family of ducks. So this sun feels really good. I'll see you guys later. I gotta get some sun. Bye. Take care.